Okay, hello there my friends, nice to have you back again. This is my what sold video for the second week of December. This is part 2 I guess you could say, and it's for the 12th through the 14th. I'm going to try doing just doing this a little differently. The ordinary reseller Jim Bennett just told me that I could try doing it this way, so I'm just going to try it this way and see if you like it. If you like it the other way, let me know. If you like this way better, let me know. I don't have to have a bunch of tabs open, so it shouldn't slow my computer down. So it's a little better, but I can't actually open up the page and show you the different pictures without you seeing the buyer's information. So I kind of like the other way, I think, better than this way. At least I think. Let me know, Jim, if this is not what you were talking about. If this is not what you were saying. So anyway, the first thing I sold, as you can see, these Mikasa duplex trellis plates. Now, no, I did not know they were any good when I saw them, but I saw those beautiful 70s kind of looking colors and flowers, and I thought they must be something. So I did look them up, and I picked them up at the Goodwill store. I got them for $6.53, and I listed them May 29th and sold them December 12th for $30 plus shipping. So there was actually 7 plates. There was 2 different sizes. So, and before I go on, I did stop at the Goodwill today, and I did buy a bunch of Christmas stuff, but I'm not gonna do a haul on it, because unless you want me to do a haul on it, but it's just Christmas dishes and stuff again. But what I did get is something that I wanted to show you. Picked up this. I don't know if you can really see this very well. I can't tell how well that picture is right there, but this is a piece of Shawnee. Let's see if you can see it. I guess I gotta bring it up here. And there's that. I don't know if you can read that or not. It says Shawnee on there, and yeah, I paid $1.29 for it. Shawn as an SHAWNEE. This is a Shawnee 96. The plate number is 96. They don't really I'm probably looking about maybe $10 here, something like that. But that's not why I bought it. I bought it because I learned about, I believe it's called the King Corn pattern, and I actually learned about that like really early on in my my eBay days, like probably clear back in 99, maybe 2000. I learned about that, and I have been looking for a piece of that in the wild for a very long time, and I've never found any pieces of it. I've seen some at auctions and stuff like that, but never had a shot at them or anything like that. But this is the first piece that I actually actually got a chance to pick up. And hold on, dog wants to come in. Yep, she was out there telling me about it. She wanted to come in. So yeah, anyway, that was my first piece of Shawnee King Corn that I ever actually got to pick up. So it wouldn't have mattered if it was broken. I probably would have bought it just to have it. Some of the pieces are super good. Some of them are not as good. So yeah, you can take a look at that and see for yourself what you think. So anyway, yeah, I got $30 for those 7 plates, and I was pretty happy with that, with that sale. So, all right. And the next is this right above here. You see this little piggy? Y'all probably recognize that little blue cornflower on there. Well, I guess it's 18 years now of treasure hunting and picking for eBay treasures. This is the only one of those little piggies I've ever found, and I don't live very far from Corny, New York, where they weren't actually made there. They were made by somebody else for Corning, and they were actually apparently they were an employee thing that only like the employees could get a hold of these. So when I bought it, I paid $4 for it, but I knew when I bought it that it had to be good. It just had to be good. I didn't bother looking it up because it was just so cool. And then when I did get home, I did look it up, and they were running, I think they were running pretty much 40 to 85, somewhere in there. And I thought, well, I'm going to list mine higher. So I put it for $129.95. And let's see, I listed it on December 7th, and I sold it on December 12th, but I took an offer for $65 because it was reasonable, it was cheap, and I didn't really have the faith to believe it was going to sell for $129.95, but you never know. So I tried, I just didn't hold out. I wanted the money. I just wanted the money. That's it. I just wanted the money, so I took it. So yeah, but he was a cute little guy. So I'll be having my eyes open for that. And the worst thing, I got it at the niche, which the worst thing about it is that the girl that put it out, she told me there were two of them on the table, and there was a guy came through that buys Corning and Corelware, and he got the other one, but he must not have seen this one sitting in the corner. So I ended up getting it, but that means there was two of them there. Probably, most likely, there was a couple that had worked at Corning that lived in the area here. A lot of people in my area actually went. A lot of people in my area still go drive up to Corning and go to work at the glass factory up there. So they actually, there's a lady that lives up the street, the lady whose grass I cut. She actually worked for Corning as well, but they used to have a plant down here in town, and it ended up going to GTE Sylvania, and then of course GTE Sylvania ended up becoming Osram, and then Osram just closed it. So that's it's gone. So anyway, yeah. So but she doesn't have any. I don't know if these were available to any. I don't know where. I think they were just available in Corning, but I could be wrong. But anyway, they weren't super rare. I mean, there was 10 or so of them that were listed when I listed mine. So that had sold when I listed mine. So all right, next, and it's these palm tea leaf glasses, and let's see, I paid $2 for these 4 glasses. Listed them September 26th, sold them December 12th, and I got $30 plus shipping for those glasses. They're about, I don't know, 6 inches tall, something like that. There was 4 of them. So all right, next, you probably remember these from that haul that I got from the Goodwill, the Sugar Creek Mysteries from Guideposts. There were 9 books in this lot, and let's see, I paid $9 from Goodwill. It was a half off day. It was Wednesday, I think it was, and they had actually just put them out. So yeah, or could have been. It might have been Black Friday. It was Black Friday. Yeah, Black Friday might have been No, I listed them on 11/28 is when I listed them. November 28th. I sold it December 12th. And I sold it for $83 free shipping. So medium mail shipping, I think it was like six something. I think something like that. So yep, and I got $83 for them. Next. And this was an exciting sale right here. These little guys. You saw the one from earlier. I think it was earlier in the week where I sold like 8 of them. This was a group of 17 of them, and I didn't pay anything for these. They came from a clean out, and I listed them November 7th, sold them December 12th, and I did get $40 plus shipping. And then when the lady got them, she was very upset. Very upset. And I can't blame her for being upset, because these were not new. And she was expecting new ones. And these ones had markings on the bottom. There was ink markings on the bottom. And she was very upset about that, and she wanted to know what I was going to do. She wanted a refund, is what she really wanted. And so I, calmly explained to her. I emailed. It took me a little bit. I had to apologize to her for not getting back to her right away, because for one thing I didn't, and for the other thing I was I was at the shop, I was kind of busy, and then I went over to the Goodwill, and I didn't want to do it on the phone. I wanted to do it at home on my computer, so I apologized for, not getting right back to her. And I told her I understood, that she was upset because the items weren't in the condition she had thought that they were. And then I told her that I was a bit confused. I think she may have purchased the wrong items, because my item was advertised as used. I said, if you look at the listing and you look under the title, it says used, and then it says in the item condition right underneath that, I told her that it says that there's some soiling and there's some black marking on the bottom of the statues. And then I told her, I said, so that's why I'm thinking you may have purchased the wrong listing by mistake. And I said, let me know what you think. And so she got back to me the next day. She was very apologetic. She said she was sorry. She didn't know that she assumed that they were new. She didn't know you had to look to see whether they were new or not. She just assumed now she has 200 positive feedback. So for some reason she must have been thinking that you can only buy new stuff on eBay. I'm not sure, but she said she's going to just keep them and cover over the black marks with tape, and they were meant for gifts for her piano students. So I thought that was very sweet, and she was very nice about it once she understood that it wasn't a mistake on my part, it was a mistake on her part. And I kind of thought maybe it was a little scammy at first, but then once I did my thing and handled it calmly and peacefully, and didn't get upset with her or anything like that, it all worked out good. So I was really actually quite surprised. Typically people don't like to admit that they're wrong, so I was surprised. But anyway, I got the $40 for them, so that was good. Alright, so next. And golden sing-alongs. I usually get these when I can get them either free or cheap. This one, for some reason, there should be something else in there, and there's not. Okay. Why is that not there? And the next one's not there either. Well, that's really strange. They're not showing. I thought something was screwy here. Alright, there should be in between this golden sing-along and these statues, there should be one of those. See if there's one in here anywhere. There isn't. Oh, there it is. That Jumanji game should be right. Alright, so this play is probably not going to work because it's not going to show all my stuff that's sold. There should be a Jumanji game right here, right in here. And that actually sold for, I paid $20 for that, $19.97 for that. And that Jumanji game, let's see, I listed it on December 9th, and I sold it on December 13th, and I got $39.99. So it was $40 plus shipping. So, and then it was this sing-along thing here, and I paid a nickel for this sing-along thing. The problem is that when I get these, the reason I paid a nickel for it was because it was in a bag sale at the niche. But when I get these, they never work. When you push the button, the things on them, they don't work. So I replace the battery to see if they work. And the batteries, I get them either on eBay or Amazon. I forget. I bought a bunch of them, so I have a bunch of them. And so they're pretty cheap when you buy them. Don't buy them at Walmart because they're expensive. But they're pretty cheap when you buy them. You got to get them typically from China. But yeah, so I replaced the battery and it worked. Sometimes they don't work, and so that's why I don't want to pay anything for them. If they don't work, then they're just trash. So anyway, this one, let's see, paid a nickel for it. I listed it February 26th and sold it December 13th. and I got $16.95 plus shipping. So I got basically $20 for it. So that works for me. That's a good sale for me. So, and then next, this is just a, you can see it's a 1987. It's a pin. Is it, a pin back, that for a Penn State Sunkissed Fiesta Bowl. Do they still call it that? The Fiesta Bowl? I don't know. I haven't paid attention to college football in forever. I did pay a little bit of attention to see if Alabama won, only because of certain people that I follow are big Tide fans. So I'm not really a college football fan. When I was younger, I kind of liked the Maryland Terps, but only because somebody that I kind of looked up to was into the Terps. So and I met one of the guys once that played on the Maryland Terps when I was a drunk, and I talked to him for a while at the bar, so got his autograph, lost it, and I have no idea who he was anymore. So, but I paid 50 cents for this button, and I listed it March 22nd, sold it December 13th, and I got $10 free shipping. So not a big one, but a little bit. Every little bit counts. So, and then this little license plate for ATV, and this was it was free. I got this at a clean out. I listed it November 14th, sold it December 13th, and I got $9.50 free shipping. It went like $2.77 or something like that. So not killer money, but a little bit here and there. So, and then another one of these. Let's see. Is there anything in between there? Oh, I forgot. Oh, there was in between the sing-along game and the Penn State thing. There was another Jumanji game for another $40. So, yeah. Hopefully, I don't miss them as they go through here, because they're not showing on. They're not showing on here, but I did sell them. So, yeah. And then there's this little square ashtray. It's 3.5 inch. I've sold a few of these. I paid 79 cents. I listed the original one of these July 19th, 2015, and I added a few to it after that, but it's been a long time since I've had any more that I added to it. So I have a few left, I think, yet. And so this was, let's see, I sold it on December 13th, and I took $8. I guess I took $8 for it. Yep, $8. I don't know why that doesn't show that I took $8 for it. Wow, that should be crossed off. It's not though, so that's interesting. All right, next, Highlander Renegade, and it's Highlander 2 Renegade version and end game. Let's see. I got these for the VHS tapes. I got them for 20 cents for the pair. Listed February 11th, sold December 13th, and I got $7 plus shipping for the pair. I still have videotapes from that I haven't gotten listed. I'm thinking about donating them. Next. Okay, well, next after this is two more Jumanji games and a fingerling. Of course, the Jumanji games, well, one of them went for $39.99. The other one sold on Trugether for $37.99. And then the fingerling I paid $14.95 and sold that for $30. And I only had that for one day. That fingerling was for one day. So, all right. So that was that. And then after that was this Dixie Cup dispenser, and I did not get $125 for it. I got it for free at a clean out. I listed it November 11th. I sold it December 14th, and I got $80 for it. It's a big, like, black, feels like, I think it's glass, but it's kind of light enough to have been plastic, so maybe it's plastic. I don't know, but it's really pretty old, so it didn't have the piece that connects it to the wall. So yeah. So next, and another fingerling. This is the same one I got. All right, I went into Walmart. I picked these up. Did my grocery shopping. You're only allowed to get 2. So I picked up my 2, went grocery shop, got my groceries, took them out to the car, and I went back into Walmart. And the other 2 were still there, so I took them. I did. Apparently nobody wanted them, so I took them. And so yeah, so that's that. So I did get $30 for that one as well. So next is something that's not here. See if I can find one. Nope. Down here somewhere. Yeah, I don't think I like this way of doing it, Jim. It's not showing me all of my stuff. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Unless this isn't the way you were talking about. Unless I'm not getting it done right. So yeah, there was a. If you watched my other video, you saw I sold some Skylanders. There was a package of Skylanders that I sold. So I paid $4 for them, and I listed them December 7th, sold on the 14th, and I got $16.95 free shipping on those Skylanders. So, all right. Then after the Skylanders was 2 more. It was the other two fingerlings. So I sold all 4 of them in one day. They were all gone. So same price, like $29.99 for all of them. So, and then after the 2 fingerlings was a Jumanji game, another Jumanji game that was $39.99. So that's another thing that's not showing here. So, And then these little Indiana glass bowls. Yeah. So they were. What did I pay? Did I pay anything for these? No, they were free. They were in my yard sale stuff that I got from a clean out, and I don't know what possessed me to start looking up clear glass when I did it, but I noticed I did. I started looking them up, and next time I thought, well, I'm going to have to look these up some more. And sure enough, I noticed that some clear glass stuff was selling again. So I listed it, but I listed it April 30th, and it still took till December 14th to sell. There was 4 of these bowls, or plates. Yeah, they're little berry bowls. There's 4 of them, and they sold for $15 plus shipping. So it was nice to see that see the clear glass sell. So, and then I think the dog is sneaking up on me. Yep, here she comes. What you need? What do you need, pupper? Yeah, she's a good dog. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Then there's this Singer circular stitcher. I picked this up at Goodwill for $1, and I listed it December 12th. Sold it December 14th, and I sold it to somebody in Canada for $12. And you know, the shipping was high for them, so I took less than I really wanted to, but that's okay. It sold quick and it went away. So, and I was happy with it. So, all right, next, the Green Bay Packers NFL beer mug. Why I put that on a white background? I bet you the green background worked funny with the yellow. So I probably should have used maybe a black background or something, but. Yes, so of course, yeah. So in between the Singer circular thing and the Green Bay Packers mug were 4 more Jumanji games sold. So, yeah. So then the Packers mug, which I had listed a long time. I paid 50 cents. It's been listed, that Packers mug's been listed since August 14th, 2015. And I sold it on December 14th, and I got $11.95 for it, plus shipping. And I'll tell you the reason why I even have that Packers mug and several other ones, several other football mugs I have listed, because it's the Cleveland Browns. No, it's not the Cleveland Browns' fault. I think I still have the Browns one. It's the Seattle Seahawks' fault. I listed a Seattle Seahawks mug. It was an old Fisher mug, the kind of ones that kind of look like a beaker, you know. And I got that somewhere, and I listed it, and it sold really quick for like 27, 28 bucks or something like that. So I started picking up all these mugs, thinking people are gonna buy them. Not so much. So they probably are. Probably I'm priced too high, because I have that Seattle Seahawks one on my mind, you know, that sold for big money. So I probably think, you know, for good money anyway. So I probably figure that it should sell higher. So yeah. Anyway. And then we have another Jumanji game, and that was the last of the Jumanji games. And that was a $40 sale too, so, you know, plus shipping. And that was the last of them. They were all gone. And then next is this Fisher-Price Little People tractor and the little wagon behind it. I paid $1 for this. I listed it July 17th, 2016, and it sold December 14th for $15.99, free shipping, and I think I paid like $10 to ship it, something like that. I forget. I'm glad that it went away. I'm glad that it's gone. So I won't be buying that and listing that on eBay. If I would get it and put it in the shop. If it was cheap, I would probably get it and put it in the shop, but I'm not listing it on eBay anymore. So it showed its true colors. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this way of doing it. I'll just have to put up with the computer being slow, or I'll have to break up the sales, you know, and like I did this way, do a two-parter or something. A lot of people do that. When they do a sales what sold video, they do it just for a couple of days. So yeah. So anyway, for everything that I sold for those 2 days, actually 3, the 12th through the 14th, for everything I sold, I paid $293. And my gross sales, well, actually my total sales on it, because nothing's been returned, or there wasn't any, almost had a return, but didn't. And I didn't have any non-paying bidders or cancellations. So the total sales then and net sales were $986. So for the second week of December, I did $2,500 in sales. That's, you know, that's gross. So yeah, it was a good week for me. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys have a good night, a good day, a good much selling success on eBay this week and next week and the following week, and keep an eye out for that King Corn. Keep an eye out for that. So, all right, take care. Keep listening. Bye bye.